So what were the top 10 pieces of content on Facebook in 2021? Was it Naz Daly's video, a Simon Sinek inspirational video? No, the top 10 pieces of content in 2021 were these things. And you'll be very surprised. But then again, not. They all start to look really, really familiar, huh? This is what I call formatted text. So most of these are just images. So you wouldn't think they would do that well. But what they've done is created them in their profiles and then posted it as a photo that's just asking for an interaction. So that's number one and number two. Number three and number four, we're starting to get a real pattern here. Number five and number six. So finally, we've got something a little bit different, which is just a thing that a radio station has done, which is just the four words every girl wants to hear whispered in her ear. So they're asking for your opinion. They're asking for your feedback. They're asking for you to play a game. And this is the gamification of the feed. And we've seen so much of this stuff popping up in the last year since Facebook started turning down news and started turning up things that our friends are starting to interact with more. This is what we're seeing so much of. What is one movie you're confident you've seen at least 10 times? Well, for me, it'd have to be anything from Star Wars, pretty much. I've seen many times. So then I'm very confident I could fill that out. Everyone can relate to it because everyone's seen the movies. And it continues on more and more. What has ears but doesn't listen? I saw this one come up about 2 weeks ago myself. And who the heck sleeps with a fan and the AC on? I don't sleep with a fan on, but I do sleep with the AC on. So I've got opinions on this. I'll put a message in there and therefore I'll see it. And as this Thinkerette lifestyle has been like probably the biggest of all the pages in the world when it comes to the success of the posts they make. They show up again and again and again as I move through these. You've got radio stations, Thinkerette lifestyle again, Thinkerette lifestyle, another radio station. So there's tons of them. They are the most engaged with page on the planet. So what have these things got all in common apart from them being very ugly and appearing to be very uncreative? Well, what they've really got in common with them is that they tap into nostalgia. You know, the movies you've gone to see, the thing that was once around that isn't. I saw one today. What's a brand of candy or a brand of chocolate that's not around anymore that you used to love? And a lot of Aussies were saying the Polywaffle because you don't see that anymore. Or some people were saying the disgusting Choo Choo Bar, which I can't understand why someone would like that. Or they saw like the White Knight, which was like a peppermint thing that you used to be able to get in the show bags back in the 1980s and maybe 1990s. Or they're looking at emotion. They're giving you an emotional response. What's the one thing, 4 words that she wants whispered in her ear? And you think, well, emotionally, that's it would be something to do with, yes, I love you, or something like that. It's tapping into those emotional things that come from, yes, our everyday life. These memes, these themes, they all come out of everyday life. They come out of the things that you and I go through all the time. So I could do something like who can't sleep without air movement, without a fan on. That's something which so many people can relate to. I had a partner many years ago who could not sleep unless there was a fan blowing directly on the face all the time. And that was something which annoyed me because I didn't need air movement going on. Or you look at things like who's the snorer in your relationship? You ask questions like that, and they're the kind of things that do get a response. Now, of course, this ties into the quirkiness of humanity. But how does this tie into your business? You could ask all these really funky questions. You can ask all these interesting little memes and post all these things, but how do they tie into growing your actual business? I've got some ideas about this I'm going to show you a little bit later on, and some formats that work really well on Facebook, particularly in the last 12 months.